What's up, guys? Today we are at Volkswagen in Newport Richey, bringing you the brand new 2020 Tiguan. This is the SE R-Line Black. I'm gonna go over all the details in this vehicle. I'm gonna start right now. In this R-Line, the body kit is beautiful. This is a black pearl, so it kind of has like little dots, like a metallic paint, more or less. You got your LED daylight running, LED taillights, halogen headlights, and fog lights in this one. In this vehicle, so much of it mimics the Q3 Audi for a fraction of the price. This is gonna set you back about $31,700, give or take. So I mean, if you're looking into getting an Audi, might be an alternative to look into the Tiguan. Looking at the side profile, the lines on the body kit of this R-Line is just beautiful. They do a really good job. Also with the 20-inch upgraded 5-spoke wheels, just a really nice touch. The way they just blackened out everything on top of the blacked out, they give you this nice little trim piece here, which is derived from the Bentleys with the R-Line inside it. It just gives a nice little touch to this Tiguan. The rear of this SE R-Line Black really sets it apart because you literally have the Audi design light structure LEDs in the rear. You have your chrome aesthetics here to show the exhaust, which are tucked underneath. They do a nice job there with that. It doesn't have any effortless one push open, but you just push it and open. Pretty good with that. This is a really nice addition to a third row crossover SUV. As you can see, a lot of storage space with the seats down or up. You still have efficient room that you could put at least 3 to 4 carry-ons. This is your 4-cylinder turbocharged 2.0 liter, getting you about 22 to 29 miles per gallon, all backed with the 8-speed Tiptronic. This does have your 4-wheel independent suspension. The horsepower on this baby, 184. Torque is best in class at 221 foot-pounds of torque, 0 to 60 at 8.2 seconds. Inside this Tiguan SE R-Line, you're going to get that 8-inch infotainment screen. This one does not have navigation. However, it does have your App Connect, which is your Apple CarPlay, Android Auto, Mirror Link. The vehicle inside, pretty spacious for a third row, and this is a small SUV, so they do a pretty good job with space. Cup holders, not necessarily the greatest in the center. You could fit a 20 ounce, much more than that, it's going to be difficult. Inside here, you could fit a 20 ounce inside it. There's no button to open it, but you can only really fit one. They do have this nice little area here where you could put pins or anything of that nature. You do have a charging pad here as well, 2 USB chargers and a 12 volt as well. You have a nice little area here to put any kind of notebook or whatnot of that nature. More storage for the door compartment. I would say the door compartment you could fit more than a 20 ounce. And you could fit probably 2 because I could fit both 2 of these really easy in and out. All the windows are automatic up and down as well. Entering into on the door panel, as you can see, you can definitely fit more than one drink in the side. Automatic windows up and down. It does have the contrast look with the two-tone inside. This is a leatherette upholstery. You do have the stitching, but they're the same color. You do have a 10-way power adjustable with lumbar support for the driver. It's 6-way manual height adjustment for the passenger. The dash is pretty nice. It is made more of a plastic type material. You can see it's kind of squidgy like. You got that tri-spoke multi-function steering wheel with the squared off bottom, the R inside there for the R-Line, that upgraded infotainment screen, dual climate control, your charging pad here, 2 USBs and a 12 volt as well. Different settings here, so you could just put it into your park settings here, so you can see you do have your electric brake, push button start. So now looking at that infotainment screen, we're going to put the parking sensors on so you can see the parking. You got the front and rear sensors. The lines do move as well, which is also very nice. You can click into the menu. You have your App Connect, which will take you into your Android Auto, Apple CarPlay, Mirror Link. You got your car settings here, which will just tell you different dynamics in the vehicle and more or less of that. You got your sound, which is a 6-speaker audio sound system. You could just change the bass, mid, or treble. Go back into your apps. You would just click the main menu button. So you have your radio, which is HD, also sat nav, and this one does also have a CD player in it as well, right there with your SD card reader. This one does have the 2 USB ports and a 12 volt with your wireless charging port. dual climate control. You also get the heated seats in the front. You got that really nice R-design steering wheel with the square bottom, multi-function 3-spoke steering wheel, also with the analog odometer. Rear of this Tiguan SE R-Line, it's pretty spacious for a second row in a small compact 3-row SUV. It's not necessarily the best. However, you do have some storage space here, so you can put like a notebook or something like that. A couple of cup holders here. You can fit more than 2 drinks in the door panel, which is really nice. The seats do sit really like a 90-degree if you sit it at this rate, so your head may hit the ceiling if you are over 6 foot tall. You can recline it. You just pull there, and then it's actually a more comfortable fit. I don't really understand this little compartment here. It's, I guess, designed for a phone, but the phone doesn't really fit. You do have 2 AC vents, a USB, and a 12-volt as well in the second row. Going into the rear, you can see how more than 2 drinks can fit in the door panel here. This is your leatherette upholstery. You do have, you know, some storage space here in the back. Again, that area for the phone, your USB 12-volt charger. Entering into the third row, you just pull the little lever and slide it. It is a little bit harder on this one, and the bottom does not fold up, so that does make it a little bit complicated getting inside, but it does its justice, as you'll see when I get inside. So entering inside, it's a little tight if you're over 6 foot tall, and it's a little cramped. It's going to be a little bit harder for an adult to sit back here, especially if they have the seats reclined. And if you move this seat back, pretty much the most room that both the second and third row can have. There's not really much more. You're not going to sit all the way back. The seats do not recline in the third row as well. If you are over 6 feet, your head is definitely going to hit the ceiling. So in the third row, pretty cramped. The only cup holders are on the driver's side for the third row. And really, it's only like 1 cup holder, kind of like a phone area. If you do put the seat down, you kind of have a little storage compartment, more or less. But if you put the seat up, I think this is going to be the most comfortable and desirable, because then you could just kind of sit like this in the back. I wouldn't necessarily say this is a 7-seater. It does have 7 seats, but it's very difficult if you're anything over 5'5", 6 foot. And that third row seating, a little storage space here, not really much, but you can, like I said, put something here the way they have it set. 1 cup holder in an area for your phone, more or less. A nice little touch for the third row is you can put this centerpiece down, so it would give you some long leg space if you're tall like me. Trunk space in this Tiguan, you can fit probably about 2 carry-ons this way and maybe another 2 here. With the seat down, you could actually go to the airport and fit some actual luggage. And then you also do have some storage here on the side. 12-volt charger, which is a nice touch. More storage here. And then if you actually do pick this up to look underneath, you actually do have some more sufficient storage with your spare tire. So this Tiguan gets 184 horsepower out of this 4-cylinder turbocharged 2-liter engine, 221 foot-pounds of torque, which is the most torquey vehicle in its class for this small segment of 3-row SUVs. I will say, when you kind of let off the gas or push it, it's very edgy, like it kind of just throws you back and forth. This does have the Tiptronic. Unfortunately, no driving modes. Now we got it in the Tiptronic. It's a very noisy engine. It's not really too bad. It's pretty efficient for the most part. You just hear a lot of wind noise, and you do hear a lot of the engine. I do like how they have the blind spot lights on the inside of the mirrors. They don't put any LEDs, unfortunately. They just put regular lights, but it looks nice. It's giving that Audi touch in the Volkswagen brand. Sensor wise in the vehicle, they do have pretty decent. I mean, you got your side assist, you got your rear traffic, and your front assist in the vehicle as well. It's more really for like a stylish Q type car. So if you're really looking to be stylish and set a different profile, stand out from the crowd, and you're not really wanting to spend the extra 10-15,000 on an Audi, this is the way to go, because this vehicle starts in the 30s with the R-Line badge. Even though the redesign was in 2018, 18, 19, and 20 are going to be relatively the same, but with the R-Line black, you do get that really cool look with the body kit, the way it just structures out. Showing you that reverse in this Tiguan R-Line black SE edition. The lines move, as you see. The sun is more or less directly hitting it. You do have these sensors in the rear and the front, so that's also a nice little touch. The side view mirrors do not move down, but it looks pretty nice. I mean, it's very clean, very easy to, you know, maneuver it in and out, and I mean, you can see everything really nice as well. Changing anything in that, you can change it that way so you can see the full vehicle. It's like a 360 view more or less in it. And I mean, I think they just did a really good job, and you can see also with the lines, you can also move them a little bit closer. You can turn the sound off if you want. You can change the viewage this way. You can change it back this way. You can also change different areas, so then it shows you what you're getting ready to hit. If you have a tow package, you can see it that way. You can line it up very easy. Also, it'll show you this way. So I mean, there's a lot of functionality in this infotainment screen, and if you just want to turn it off, you just simply push the button, turn it back on, you're back to your regular screen. And I'd like to thank Christian here at Volkswagen in Newport Richey for giving us this 2020 Tiguan SE R-Line Black for our car review. Don't forget to subscribe for more. Click in the description so you get all the details we do here at Hawkeye Rides.